Okay, y'all. So I did this in my magazine. I think in Shaketi Mag, where I did like I did it's on WordPress. Um where I did Sigmund Freud versus Carl Jung, and I did it really for real as a real study. Like I wasn't like trying to like, oh God, Carl Jung is my cousin and all this stuff. I did not know. Like I was, it's just stuff I find out. So that's what it is. So now I'm looking at the stuff and I was like, all right, what happened? So like because they tried to mismatch my family and tried to like figure everything out from the device, um we are really like it's like we really family. Like we not the people that are just like, oh yeah, I'm just making this up. This is that's the moon phases. So the one for is with it's probably better for me to go through Canva. The one I'm looking for is the one with the Carl Jung and Sigmund Freud. And I ended up finding out that Sigmund Freud was lying. Like I was like, no, this is a lie. Like all this is a lie. Like they just y'all, whoever this person was, just like Joe McCombs is very stupid. So Joe McCombs, he will just and he's very stupid and offended by everything. Like he's like it's just like he's so black that we had the time to take to talk about him. It's like, but you stole a house from us. Y'all stole stuff from us. So that's the thing. And I think it's like also the people that if you stole something, are you gonna be mad at us or you gonna be happy? They're gonna be mad. So that's what it was. So that was what it was. It's like I'm just like, okay, is it with the archetypes and all this different stuff? Let me see. So I wanted Cameron to look at it. But yep, that's the one. Okay, so it's the Shaketi Mag. It's November 2023. So that's what it was. I was like trying to like get something for Cameron because I was like, I've never studied with Cameron. Like I would have to like I study with y'all. So um Blake is always into his own thing. So it's like the same thing with Cameron. If he's into his own thing, that's it. But um Shaketi Mag 23. And so I think I did a video and stuff too, like where I was just like, okay, this is what I found out. Um Carl Jung versus Sigmund Freud. I can't spell his name either. Sigmund Freud. Freud is always Sigmund Freud. So yeah, Blake is always into his own thing, and they have been messing with Blake. So it's like they'll try because they wanted to confuse you so they can try to control you with the stuff and all the different stuff. And it's like nothing to be controlled. It's like it's just an invention. I think the one with the roaches or whatever, that's what they were using to like see how something goes from a TV. Like some movies you can look at. First off, Wizard of Oz. If you like TV, that's the truth. All the stuff they'll be like, oh my God, this is not true. Y'all see my neck. This is how we knew JoJo was stealing. Because when I was little, I used to be like, ugh, and I'll make the veins top on my leg. So they gave JoJo the job. That's why I cussed him out, y'all. Because it's like I used to do this so many times when I was little, like just sit there and just do this. Terrell. I'll be messing with my cousin, y'all. And that's how I knew JoJo wasn't nothing. Casey, was it Casey or JoJo? Okay, so then the Wisdom of Oz, the Wiz, and then the Chocolate Factory. What is it? Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And so all of these things are like pertinent to your life, to your history. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. All the stuff is true. All the stuff is true. So we can just we can decipher like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory for real. The first, I would look at the first. I do not like the second one because the second one really does give you the real feels though. So I like the second one because it's dark. I also like the second Alice in Wonderland because it's dark, but it's almost like it go against the story or something. So I'm just like, I don't know, or the Tin Man or something they made. But I could just like go through the characters or whatever and show and tell you what you know what I'm saying, like why. Um let's see. So photos. Where's the character list? So Charlie Bucket is like basically like me. Like it's like he's a rich person, but they trying to keep him from his wealth. The same thing with Breakfast at Tiffany's. Like this guy has money, but they try to like always hold it from him. Like it's like because they want his culture. So you would think that at the beginning of the movie, like that's not the culture they would want, and that's actually how they started us over too. Like it's like why would you want our culture and we gotta climb into bed and wait for the grown-ups to come home because they didn't come home that night. So it's like the night that we climbed, then they blamed it on Michael Jackson. So they called us, and I think it was a storm or something. So we went in the back room and crawled into the bed. And I guess they were trying to make Nikki into Tiny or something. But we went into the back room, crawled into the bed all together. I told y'all it was like the person wanted to touch Nikki or wanted me to touch Nikki, or I was a dog or something because I was like, I just jumped up and Nikki was just like the it. She was it for me. So I was like, what the hell is going on? So that's how I found out it was a device on the left side of the bed in the back room. So Coletta would never have us sleep on that side of the bed. She would just like it was like right there. And so when I slept over there, she had me sleep at the foot and had Terrell sleep at the head of the bed. So it was because people just kept messing with us, like over crazy stuff, like all this Sigmund Freud stuff. Like they think that because we sleep in the bed together, like we're actually having sex together or humping each other, and we not. So that's what it is. So Charlie Charlie's family is very, 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 they are very rich. They are already wealthy. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Like that's the representation because that's how we actually are. Like we have so many different houses, but it's like they so normal in normal neighborhoods and everything. The biggest house I ever been in is the one in Canada. And that's it. Like, and it's like we don't even be in there. We just cover everything up and leave. So it's like we'd rather stay at the hotel. So it's like that's what it is. Like it's just that's just how they are. You see what I'm saying? Like now, right now, I'm Willy Wonka. Probably, I'm looking for my kids to give them their golden tickets. You know what I'm saying? So, um, that's how we are. Like that's how we were. So then, you look at like I told y'all, like when we see it's the Veruca Salt. That's the one that's really rich. I got to see the characters. Let's see, Veruca Salt. And I think I did this one before, but I'm just gonna go over it again. So Veruca Salt, that's like Beyonce. She's spoiled. Like for real, they probably got new wealth. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like um they right, they probably got new wealth. And it's like she is very just this is how every person that stalks me is. She is very poor. Like Tempe Harmon, like Clara McMahon. Like it'll be like this is a life that they just could not explain. So they expect me to be like a child with a muff and a muff hat and a dresser and all this different stuff. And really I'm a construction person's grandchild. I'm a man who owns a rock quarry and he has like all these like cool like motorcycles, and he's like into like gadgets and stuff like that. So my granddaddy is like really like a good engineer. He's an engineer. And when he does whatever, but he doesn't really do that with me. He's just like we're building stuff, you know what I'm saying? And it's like for him to give me the chance to make the iPhone, like to make the cell phone the iPhone. I think that is so cool. I guess it would have been called Ruby. It wouldn't have been called Apple, but anything that was red, that's what they call. So you see what I'm saying? So that was it. So that's why it's like very important for you to look at the cut at the characters and also think about your life. Like people might think, well, Cameron is like this, that, or the other. You and y'all don't think about him. You won't. You always stalk me and Blake. So, but the people that were stalking me and Blake were thinking about how they were going to make Cameron like Blake or make Rhonda's son like Blake. Me and Blake are having this great time, this great life, and whatever, and they interrupted for them to make him into a younger Blake or to make Rhonda Ross's son into a younger Blake. That's our, like, you guys are our family, so why would we have to do that? So it's like, you see what I'm saying? That poor mentality is what it is. So Maruka really thinks that she wants this golden ticket, and she don't even know what she wanted for. She don't have a clue. It's just that it's something that everybody would look at her and be like, oh yeah, you're great because you got the golden ticket. She wants it so bad. It's almost like, today I was on a bus with a preacher who's like my pedophile. And it's like, well, why do you want her? You see what I'm saying? It's like they think that they deserve something that's never been theirs. Like, it's like not in the whole entire existence of the world. How could you actually think that this would be yours? You see what I'm saying? How could they actually think that I'm their mother or that I'm their sister? You see what I'm saying? It's like, I'm your mother or your sister. You see what I'm saying? It's like, how could they think that I would be that to them and I'm that to you? So it's like, you see what I'm saying? It's like our blood is the same. So that's what it is. It's like you would just be like, it just makes no sense. So the preacher, I think it's more like how these preachers are. Like, he's still on a bus trying to be a false prophet. He's saying stuff from my show, and he'll sit there on the bus saying my words. Like, I'm not preaching at all. I'm not preaching at all, Cameron. I'm not preaching. This is just facts and evidence. So it's like, that's what you stand on. So Veruca Salt is the most like a preacher or Beyonce or Kelly or Solange. None of those people are your family. None of those people are your blood family. None of them are your family. None of them. So that's what it is. It's like, that's how they are. They don't deserve it, but you do. You do. So then we have Violet Beauregard. I think maybe I'm looking at the Violet Beauregard from now. See, Violet was a thief, so it's like she's there simply so that she could steal. So Violet was there to steal, right? She came in and she wanted this blueberry thing, and she was a liar too. So she was a thief, a liar, and a cheater. So she didn't care. It was like, I don't know what they did. What type of company did they have? She just wanted something from something. That's how the people are when they break into my house. They just want. By the way, y'all, I found my vanilla soap. I washed my dishes. It was in there. But anyway, it's like the people that break into my house or been stealing the designs, and the whole time the stuff is for us. So when she tested it and it wasn't tested before, she basically was just working for Charlie anyway. She just ended up working for Willy Wonka. That's all they ever show us is, okay, I want to be a peon or a worker. I don't want to be my own person. I don't want to come up with anything of my own because I will work for you for free. So it's like when they come and they tell you something about us or all the stuff they gave to your father or gave to Drake or whoever, it's like they were working for me for free. They were working for us, darling, for free. You understand? Because we don't have to pay them. Nobody told them to hold my family hostage or kidnap anybody or take eggs or anything. These things are not our fault. So that's what it is. It's like, why would you take something to just work for free? So when she put that ball in her mouth, she was working for free. He has no liability to help her. So then Mrs. TV, this is the truth. This is what they do with the roaches, y'all. So when they were testing out the roaches, like when they were testing out all the stuff, like TV, they were using insects. They had to be. So that's why y'all able to move the stuff back and forth. It's not. And then the simple thing is, like, the difference is how the people come in, and it's like, Cameron, it will tell you, the roaches will actually tell you the future. I thought they were telling me what happened that day. They would tell you what happened that day and the future. So, like, say for instance, I'm like, oh my God, I'm explaining to y'all that, and then the next day it'll happen. Two people will be having a conversation, and the roaches were there, talk like sitting right there trying to talk to each other. Then a crazy roach came out of nowhere. So when I was in a bus, it was two gay guys talking to each other, and the girl went crazy when they got off the bus, right? So then that was the crazy roach in the house. When it's like a crazy whatever, they are actually crazy when I leave the house. So one day I told y'all the roach came out and went back in. When I came out, the guy came out the gate and went back in. So the roaches tell you the future. But it's like they think it's sorcery, but it's still like planes. It's like this, they are interacting on planes. So it's something that that somebody else already did before. You see what I'm saying? So when they do it, they just redoing it. It's not something that came from us. It came from somebody before us. You see what I'm saying? Nothing that we do in blackface is offensive. It's because they are trying to be us. Those are our cousins. It's not something where it's like, oh my God, they're in blackface. They're trying to make fun of me. No, they not. They are cousins. So that's it. What else? Um, that's it for that. So TV is like, that's when you become a sorcerer. And the saddest part is like, I did not know it would be roaches. I mean, I wish it was ladybugs or stink bugs, but we wouldn't pay attention to them. So roaches have to be there to tell us the story. So it's like, that is the shit where you'll be like, oh my God, not roaches. And you just kill them. I mean, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's not enough to just take up a room. They were when I was younger because we had so many. And my grandma just killed them in 3 or 4 days. We bombed the house, everything. What else? I think that's it. But now it's like y'all sorcerers. You'll be a sorcerer. You'll be able to tell from what they're doing. Okay, next you got Augustus. So Augustus, wasn't he greedy or something? He was greedy. So Augustus was so greedy that he became thin. And so that's how the man is too that follows me. Like he is like, today my pants started falling off. Like, okay, like, so you'll lose weight. It's not that you will lose actual weight, it'll be the weight of them. So he tried to turn my phone off when I just got off the bus. This is the pedophile that just left me. That's just the guy who tried to connect with me when I was 13. So it's like thinner. And it's opposite though. It'll be like the other person will get thin, you will just be baby fat. And you and Blake were not baby fat at all. So you would either be that or a sumo wrestler. So that's it. Like it'll be like they will just lose weight right before your eyes. Some people go back to the age when they were thin, and some people it's punishment because this man, I think it's punishment. I think it's because he always thinks he has to be in my face. It's like he wants to be in my face until he dies, and you don't have to see me. Like if you know that you are a pedophile and a stalker, you don't have to see me. Like I don't know what's going on with this guy. Like I have no clue. But Augustus, yes, that's what happens to him. He shrinks down. He loses weight. He was so greedy that he just vanishes into a thin person. I don't think that's punishment, but yeah. So all these things are true. All this stuff, all the people you see that do these things, they are my real stalkers. And then the Winkleman, y'all, that is so funny because they put a Winkleman's down the street from me. You see what I'm saying? Um, I don't even know I don't even know who that is. He just a store owner? So is that where he wins the ticket at Winkleman? So it's actually down the street. So I guess my granddaddy had a lot to do with the whole um Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, but the story is true. I thought it was five of them, right? And Charlie, one, two, three, four, five. Okay, so that's it. That's pretty much all of them. So yeah, that's it. It's like, and Charlie was already wealthy. That's all it was. I guess Willy Wonka had to tell him, hey, you know what? We have been. You see what I'm saying? It's the same situation that I'm in now. Just give me my stuff. It's not somebody that has to hand me the golden ticket. I just need to be led into my office with a lot of security. I don't want to be there without security. So yeah, that's it. With security, I can trust. So security, me and my family, hopefully. But yeah, this is just that's all. It's the truth. Um, the Wiz. If you like, you can study the Wiz versus the Wiz versus Wizard of Oz because they melt. Like some of the people who had a device, it's like when they are so mean and they just always in our business and stuff. If they get the right stuff, when they start turning into animals, if we keep enough animals around the house, when they start turning into animals, they'll just, I'm melting, I'm melting. They'll start shriveling just in from the inside out. Like you won't see it on their face. It just our dogs will come out our face. Like, see how I'm not able to make the wrinkle. Usually I can get a wrinkle like right here. And Son, that's my dog's son. Me and Blake, I think Son is in us, so we look like gargoyles sometime now. I guess if we get mad, but it's usually like wrinkles right there. Um, what else? That's it. I don't know what else to tell you. Welcome to our world. That's it. I don't know what else to tell y'all. Y'all, it's so crazy. Like, we are so magical, and people just think that they could play with it. This man started stalking me when I was 13 years old. But Dodie actually helped kill my mother with from she helped kill Michael Jackson. I mean, kept me close too. Kept me close, y'all. So that's the saddest part is that she kept me so close. Anyway, that's it for this show. Y'all have a good day. I think I'm gonna play some music on the next show. Have a good show. I mean, have a good day. Have a good day. And hopefully I have a good show. Who's trying to talk to me? Anyway, have a good day. That's the other thing. They can talk through your body. They can talk for you. So that's what they doing to Obama right now. They did that to Michelle. They tried to do it to Trump. The Bushes are your cousins. They did no wrong. They did no wrong at all. In history, they'll try to change it out of different stuff. Obama is a crook. Michelle is a crook. Um, all of this stuff started somewhere with Gore and with Reagan. It actually started with Reagan because that was like around the time my granddaddy was killed. So that's it. So his stuff, like we were already about to get Disney and stuff like that, and it just pushed everything back. So my grandmother thought that they would help her, and they didn't. They actually turned their backs on her. So when Reagan is waving and his back is turned, that's what's letting her know. She thought that he was actually going to help her. No, he was turning his back on because they found out, because some people, color does matter. They found out about Marilyn Monroe and all that different stuff, which really, if you care, you can study, but it's just good for you to know. Anyway, y'all have a great day.